illustrious pie that you see right there. Wave to the people. Um, I meant to ask you, what does that mean?
That's a whole story. You want me to get into it right now?
Well, I mean, we're
It's
already,
it's not a long story. I mean, it's just it's a
I
story.
just, I
There's no
don't think
quick
I've heard
answer.
it. I
There's no
don't think
quick
I've heard
answer for
it.
why my nickname is Pie. Um, I'll wait for chat. I'll wait for chat if chat wants to hear this story because it's a little
Chat wants
embarrassing.
to hear.
So
Like they're here, like we're here.
I mean that's
Fuck
true.
Papa John's, fuck Ronald Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, see,
Mm-hmm.
falling
Falling.
off a cliff.
Yes.
Falling off a cliff. You
Hold
have
back
to, I
now.
feel like that name has to be said all together.
Yeah.
Falling off a cliff.
Falling off a cliff.
I just,
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So
yeah, don't hold back now.
okay, so as a baby, an infant, my grandmother was another one of my primary caretakers, right? Because single black woman, the 80s, right? There was a show, and I don't remember the name of this show, but it was like this woman, and her name was like Christy, and she would like fight crime, and she would like kick people or whatever. So she had like these powerful kicks or something like that. Um, and so my grandmother got the name like Miss. So okay, take a step back.
Too much. Too
Yeah,
much.
as a child, as well as a fully actualized, healthy adult, um, bad gas. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be root tooting it up in here. Me and my dog just root tooting it up. So my grandmother named
But
me
she be
Miss.
fussing at Edison. I don't
I mean,
understand.
because he, oh my God, it's warm. Why is it so warm? so, so my
Oh, Lord.
grandmother, like the full nickname is Miss Pooter Pie, right? Is the full nickname. And
That sounds
so,
like an elder decision. Yeah.
and so in high school, my grandmother started calling me Miss like she, because my grandmother, until I asked her not to say Miss Pooter Pie in front of everyone, she would just like, hey, Miss Pooter Pie, and that's my nickname. That's how she called me. That's what I knew. And then so as I got older and I became more embarrassed about this whole like pies got bad gas situation because I was just eating like
No.
crap. I asked her like shorten, so she shortened it down to Miss Pie. And so that's what she called me until the day she passed away. And I have this very vivid
Oh,
memory of her. She was in the hospice as she was being cared for with stage 4 ovarian cancer, which was treatable if she would have gone to the fucking doctor. I just want to make sure that that's all clear, right? Whole different conversation about why black women don't go to the doctor. We'll talk about it later. So yeah, she's in the hospice, and I'm saying, literally saying, they rolled her outside to get some fresh air, and I gave her a hug, and she said, "I love you, Miss Pie," and that's the last words I heard from my grandmother. So,
oh
my
shit.
my name, the Feng Fu Pie, was a combination of Miss Pie, from my grandmother, and it was supposed to be Kung Fu Pie because of like this inside joke that I had in high school. This was an AIM name that I had created on the fly, right? I was like, oh, Kung Fu Pie. I was not sober because it's high school, and high school people do extracurricular activities, and I hit an F instead of a K, and so Fung Fu Pie is what happened, and it had a nice ring to it. So Fung Fu Pie is where it's at, and so I didn't like anyone calling me Miss Pie or Pie until after my grandmother passed, and once she passed, no one was saying pie to me anymore, and I had this huge vacuum of like love out of my life. And so as I began to game more and like make more friends in gaming, and everyone's like, oh, I can't pronounce Fung Fupi or whatever you kind of call him, everyone says Fungi or whatever anyway. So I was like, you know what, I want to hear people call me Pie anyway, so call me Pie. So everyone, call me Unica. If you can't say Unica, call me Pie. I appreciate it.
I thought that was going to be shorter, but that makes me feel so good about every time I call you Pie now.
Yeah, yeah, it makes me feel good too. I
Like,
like
that's
hearing it.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So pie, we do love pie.
I love
Everybody loves pie.
everybody loves pie, you know.